Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy XIII 2 walkthrough. I am still in the Brescia Ruins. Looks like we've got a little bit of a tutorial here about the open and close gate seals. So there are certain gate seals where when you obtain them you can actually close gates. I think that first one was for the original... oh my gosh, I can't remember. I think that's New Bodom? I'm not sure though, don't quote me on that. I don't know how often I'll actually be using that. We'll see. But it is useful. So if you miss something, specifically it's really mostly for like live triggers. So if you didn't, go with the dialogue options that you wanted, or you want to just go through the second time and get a different item, that's the way to do it. Again, it's, just close that gate, and then it basically just restarts all of the events that happened during that time period to when you originally go there. So, again, pretty useful for sure, especially if you're not thorough, or again, if you just happen to miss something here or there, which is really easy to do, especially with those live triggers. There's a couple of them that are that can be really easy to miss. So, anywho, the last video there, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about. I actually did level up the Pulse Knight as far as I could go, I believe. I think anyway. I think I had enough materials to do it. To be completely honest, I really wish I would have gone with different materials, but I'm actually really limited right now in what I've got. So that's kind of why I went with just the potent materials. Those are actually really easy to get for that Pulse Knight right here. But alright, so let's move on here. Now we're going to interact with this gadget. Okay, so my take on this is the Atlas somehow pulled us into wherever this place is, some sort of paradox.
Where are we?
A time labyrinth, Kupo.
I think we're inside the paradox.
Oh no.
We have to figure out the labyrinth and its puzzles before we can get out. Kupo?
Okay, so this is a time labyrinth. Now, these are, I don't know, I kind of like them. They're kind of fun. They're just, neat little puzzles. They're fairly easy for the most part. But basically, you have to, for this one, you have to just collect the crystals and then get out. I went too fast here, so here I went into this last square. Whoops, so, yeah, so I think I did it a couple of times. Maybe, no, I got it that time. Alright. Okay, so stage one complete. Usually these are, there's a couple of puzzles back to back that you have to do. So this one, looks like it's this one first. Yeah, here we go. And then I went too far again. That's the tricky part, is to not get too excited and, just take your time. I kind of just, I end up overshooting the panels a lot of the time, so that's what will cause me to fail. Alright, so that's number 2. I think I don't think you can stand on the squares forever too, so like if you stand on them too long, you'll just fall. This is up, over. Alright, nailed that one for a shot. And I think that's it. Yeah, so again, obviously these ones are the first ones, so they'll get more difficult as we go, but pretty pretty easy to do. I think we've got some more dialogue to get through here.
The machine's working.
Let's see what it does, yeah?
Let's. Hope this actually lets us control Atlas.
All we can do is pray.
Please work.
Okay, so the first time that you come in here, I think you have to use that device.
Sounds like we
I
did
don't think
something.
you can beat Atlas without it. I think he just crushes you. And the cool thing is it takes off like, it's probably like 90% of his HP or something like that. For these battles with the hoplites and the Ketchi, I usually just go for the hoplites first. I don't know. I guess, taking down the Ketchi would be, quick, and I wouldn't have... Well, yeah, it's hard to say. I think it depends on your power level, too. So if you're super weak, you may want to take that Ketchi down for sure, just because... it does do a lot of healing throughout the battle, but once you get that, that hoplite staggered, it's pretty much over anyway. So it's arguable. But I have at least, spent a bit of. Excuse me, boy, wow, spent quite a bit of CP already in the Crisarium, so I feel like I'm buff enough to take these guys on without having to take down the healers first.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
It's hard to say though. Those things really melt fast. All right, so we just need to make our way down this tunnel again.
The reports say you handled that beast in the ruins.
Yeah, it looks like pretty much I stagger it and it's basically dead right then. So, I don't know. Hard to say whether or not, I really should be taking out these healers first or not. Alright, so I'm going to stop in here and chat with Chocolina and grab this treasure sphere. Phoenix Down, okay, whatever. It's always such a letdown
If
to
it's
get
the
Phoenix
giant you
Downs
want to
and
take
treasure
down,
spheres.
then take a look around.
Let's see here. I don't know if I end up buying anything or not. It doesn't look like it. It does. She's got actually some of the materials now, so she's got potent droplets and. Actually,
You know I'm counting on you. Everyone is.
But if you've got some cash and you need to level up one of your monsters, you can definitely do that.
There he is!
I've got
And
a
not looking too happy.
fight's coming up with Atlas. I actually had to redo this. I don't know what I did the first time around. I probably just didn't swap into a Sentinel when I should have, or something like that. That's my guess anyway. But there you go. As you can see, he's missing about 90% of his health or so right now. So this guy is going to... yeah, so that's... just use Tortoise to avoid that damage. And the rest of that, probably that first one is a little bit difficult to time out, right? Just because it doesn't telegraph as well as like this punch does. Like this is really easy to get into a Tortoise for. But he really takes his time winding up there. I think we're gonna have a cinematic action. Good Tortoise. Sploosh? I don't know if that was the right sound effect for that. It was more like, oh, clap. Smush? Maybe it was supposed to be smoosh. Anyways, alright, so he's actually staggered now. And, oh, I guess the cinematic action is at the end. For some reason I thought it was like the first round where you kind of, you get a cinematic action like midway through, but we're partway through the fight. But that's not the case here. You basically finish it.
How do we do?
We did it!
Yeah, here we've got the cinematic action.
No!
I'm on it. Hey!
What the?
How did we get here?
No! Look out!
Move!
I think I found his weak spot. Ready?
Do it!
Wait for it.
Now!
Alright, perfect. Nice job, if I do say so. So that's that. That is Atlas. Dropping like something.
Whoa! Now what?
Paradox is dissipating. I wonder what caused the paradox effect.
This is just a theory, but I think there might be someone out there derailing history and bending the timeline. That's why Atlas and these gates are appearing out of nowhere.
Okay, so here I believe is our final live trigger. I think, anyway. The paradox may have been caused by someone meddling in history. Let's think about that. I don't think there's a funny option for this. So I went with, is that why lightning is
responsible for
missing?
lightning disappearing?
Could be. You remember your sister coming home, right? You have memories from before everything got twisted.
But why only me?
That's the question. We'll keep looking for an answer.
Alright, so still no answer as to why Sarah is the only one that
Alyssa,
remembers
we took Atlas down.
lightning
That place
on
you were
the
looking
plains.
for is right in front of us.
That's great news! I'm on my way!
Okay, so now, Alyssa's going to come and check out these tombstones here.
There's an epitaph. Here lie the innocent victims of chance, cast out and cast down. May their souls find the path that leads them home.
Cast out. These must be victims of the Purge.
This is it! This is the place! I thought I might be... But that's not my name.
Then whose is it?
Kupo. It's my friend's. She died here, running from the Purge. And me? I'm one of those who survived. 5 years ago, the entire town of Bodum, it was wiped out by the army. I was there, visiting my friend. Then everything went to hell. We ran and hid with the other fugitives. But just as the troops were pulling out, that's when the ceiling of our hiding place collapsed. Ever since then, I've had the same dream. I'm trapped under rubble. It's dark. I'm in pain and I can barely breathe. The next thing I know, I rise out of my body and I'm standing before this grave. And the name written on the stone, it's mine. After seeing that image so many times, I started to think that maybe I did die back then, and the life I'm living now is just an illusion.
Alyssa, you feel that way too?
Well, you seem real to me.
Real enough, I guess. Even if they all forget, I never will.
Neither will I. I can never forget. The events that scarred Alyssa were started by l'Cie. If I had never become a l'Cie, if I had never made those mistakes, then the Purge, well, it may never have happened. Lightning, is there any way to make up for the suffering we've caused? Can we ever give back what we've taken?
Alright, so I'll be honest, I'm completely lost as far as what Sarah's talking about here. She says something about, had I not made the mistakes as a l'Cie, maybe this bad stuff wouldn't have happened, but it's like, I don't understand what she's talking about. My impression was she didn't choose to be a l'Cie.
I think that wraps things up for Alyssa. Now for our little quest.
Right.
Let's find an artifact and open a gate.
So, where should we look?
Well, now we've cleared up the paradox effect. It's possible those sneaky artifacts have come out of hiding. Let's try searching those areas we couldn't reach.
Time for some Moogle magic. Kupo!
Huh?
Mog, you can help? You're a lifesaver.
Kupo!
Okay, so I believe just two artifacts have appeared, as well as our live trigger reward, which is right here. What do we get here? A Chocobo figurine, okay, neato. But yeah, we're going to go find our two artifacts as well. This one's even marked with like a little exclamation point. Okay, so there's the Eclipse artifact.
Nice, Mog.
I don't remember which gate that is for. It's probably the one for kind of like the central area.
Any experience, no matter how terrible.
Alright. So yeah, like I guess I should expand a little bit too about what Alyssa was saying. So my impression was here that that big tombstone basically is a monument to the people that were, or a monument to the victims of the Purge. Obviously there's some graves here as well, but I still don't really understand what the deal was with Alyssa thinking that she might not, I don't know if she thought she was a dream or if she didn't think she was real or some crazy nonsense like that. Again, it's a Final Fantasy game, so it's, you know, almost guaranteed that I'm going to be confused at some point. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, it could just be nonsense. So that's kind of where I'm leaning right now. But anyways, there actually is obviously, if you saw there on the map, there's the exclamation point, but I wanted to cruise down here first and use this chocobo to find an item down here. Now, I've actually got, I've got quite a few greens here. The great thing is, so if you run out of chocobo greens, you can chat with Chocolina, and she should have some for you. This area right here is inaccessible right now. As well as actually that one on the northern part of the map. So for the time being, you can't do anything. There's a little ramp right there, if you notice. So it's a great way to get over into this little area right here. Actually, it's the only way to get to this area. And we'll want to do a Moogle hunt here. And I think you have to get off of the chocobo to do that, which I think is kind of stupid. Because it just ends up, you know, making us waste one of our Gashal greens, which whatever, they're pretty easy to come by, but still, it's annoying. So there's one of our other fragments, what was that, Graviton Beta. And then we'll grab this last treasure sphere here. Powered, okay. Neato. I don't think I need to really go back into town yet. Okay, good. So let's not do that. So hopefully here I go all the way back to where that other artifact is at, and we'll do another Moogle hunt to reveal that. And then actually you can just reach. You basically reach through the gates. Okay, so this obviously I still have not got that second capsule yet. So this guy's still asking for that. Hopefully I will... Boy, in one of these videos, I feel like we've been here in the Brescia Ruins forever. Which I guess I kind of, technically, yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time here. I feel like I should have moved the bird away from this thing a little bit farther, but oh well. There we go. Yeah, that worked out fine. No problem.
Way to go, Bobblehead.
Now for the gate.
The reports say you handled that thief in the ruins.
Okay, so got our second artifact there, and again, I don't remember which one goes to which gate. Right off the top of my head, I don't know if it's that important right now. We're going to obviously end up exploring them all in good time. I think my next stop though will be, I think, the southern gate. And that one is going to bring us to the Sunlift Waterscape. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that's where I head right now. I really wish I would have grabbed that capsule though and just kind of got that quest done before we left. But again, you know, I don't know. I kind of feel like sometimes it's better to just, you know, start and complete things like that, because otherwise they get kind of lost in the shuffle. But we'll get it done. It's only a matter of time. We'll get it. We'll get it. Alright, so we're coming up on the gate. Yeah, this is definitely the one that I go through next. And this takes us to Sunlift. I think this actually might take a wild artifact to get through.
You guys are unbelievable. You've shot monsters and defeat Atlas with your sword and bow. Were you trained for this?
We can't take all the credit. Mog helped too.
Really? That little fella helped you out, huh? Must be a brave little guy.
Yeah, Mog was such a huge help for that Atlas fight. Come on, let's be real. Oh, okay, reunion artifact. All right, so I think that was the second one that where actually the artifact that we just got.
Okay, that did it. Sarah? Don't tell me you're having visions.
Oh, no. Just staring into space.
Oh, okay then. Let's get going.
Okay.
Okay, so the Sarah having or seeing visions, that's definitely something that you'll want to take note of.
We unraveled the paradox and continued on to another time, another place. But why had these gates appeared? Who had tangled the timelines, and for what purpose? We still didn't know. Why am I able to fix these temporal anomalies? Bend monsters to my will? Why do I have this power at all? I'll keep traveling with Noel, knowing that we'll find you eventually. So Lightning, if you're watching, do what you can to guide us to your side. I hope we land right in the place where Lightning is waiting. Where do you think we'll end up this time? The future? The past?
I have no idea. With all this jumping back and forth, I'm not sure I know which is which anymore. But the past is what makes us who we are. Defines us as people. The future that we're aiming for, that's the thing we can change. No matter how bad things have been, without that past, I wouldn't be who I am now.
That makes sense.
So Sarah, you shouldn't feel like you're wasting your time. Even if we don't arrive in Valhalla, there's still value in every path we take.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But hey, I won't complain if we do end up there. All this running around is exhausting.
Hey, make up your mind.
Just be honest with yourself. If you are, you'll be sure to arrive in the future you want.
Sarah, forgive me. That was a past you never should have had to deal with. But now, because of your courage, the timelines have one less knot to unravel. If I could, I would thank you for what you have accomplished. But I can't. Not just yet.
Alright, I am about out of time for this video, so as always, hope the guides were helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.